AoE.
Okay, you guys, it unironically worked. We did it. It was worth. Nice little sentence proc there.
AoE.
Stunning.
AoE.
I almost about pulled this. That would have been my fault entirely. For some reason I thought we had the patent here, but we didn't. We had the two little patrollers. That's why it was confusing. That's my bad.
AoE.
We didn't pull it, so it's okay. I'm gonna be a little more aware of.
You'll falter, my swarm.
Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think even more of a rare sighting is a More Cookies live mod. I don't really have any of those. I'm gonna win this renewed. Thanks for the 10-month resub, I appreciate it. Yeah.
5, 4,
Have a second mod? Is that a thing? Oh my god! That was not... Okay, I did not like that dodge at all.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was like, what is the shaky? There's an IO key on the Shaman too. Been a little while. I think it's an IO key at least. I'm pretty sure I've only done a 15 mist on my Shaman, and everything else is like 14s and 13s.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. DK stood in the bad. We just did an ad break. Oh, it's probably because I restarted my stream. That sucks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Imagine getting ads. Hey, don't be toxic. Gonna be me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Once, my people thrived under the guidance
Chasing after the birds. He's going for him.
Queen Neferis refused to reclaim that glory, but no more. Ansurek and
Once the birds get here, that's when we'll use Ascendance and stuff. Focus the Overseer just in case we need to kick it. The bubble. Here's the Ascendance. It's a defensive. Drop a totem as we have to move. We'll drop SLT when its bubble expires. And a Healing Tide as we have to move. And then a little Ascendance proc, okay. My Earth Ellie here because I'm dying. PS kick first guy. Gonna be me. I'm just gonna kick it.
The harvest will prevail!
I'm just gonna get this like impossibly far back one, just in case people need these over here. I don't think they do, but just in case, because we had no healing to do anything, so sometimes that first one can be a little tricky with melee and stuff. For this next set of poisons, we'll use Ascendance. It's right here. Get the pull in here. Use a healing stream here and a personal. If the pull in, we'll go far back again, just to give enough room for everybody. The personal for this one as well. Get another far back one. Make it look so easy. It's all about just not getting like brain fog, right? Like it's all a matter of a lot of work for a healer is just pre-planning things, like planning things out ahead of time. Because things fall apart when you don't have a plan, and then you have to like react to everything. If I go into these and I don't have a plan for each poison, I'm gonna die or make a lot of mistakes because my brain is having to like process it all as it's happening rather than before. Like for this one, I don't really have a plan, so like look how much lower everybody's HP is by the time we're done with it compared to if I, you know, go into it with a plan. Like I'm super low HP, barely got out of that web. Just super messy. Like I just look at my cooldowns right now while I have some breathing room, so I'm not dodging anything. And I'm gonna use like Healing Tide Totem, for instance. So right here we use Healing Tide Totem. And press a personal just because I have to dodge at the same time. Now we plan for the next one while I'm just standing here doing nothing. So now we'll use Ascendance for the next one. We dodge, use a couple Riptides, and then press Ascendance, and then we can heal through this. Drop a Healing Stream Totem as well, just because it's going to be off cooldown. And a Far Puddle. And if we get another one, we just like Spirit Link, or the boss is dying right now, so we can just Spirit Link, just in case there's some random death at the very last second. Yep. We still need 1%. Okay. That actually makes more sense to go up here because even though we're in a rush, you can just kill the smaller mobs up here and there'll be enough percent. You can just kill all the drones. All we do is just don't miss the kick on the Overseer. There's 2 Overseers, I didn't even notice that. I don't know if the drones are enough then, which might be problematic. I don't think 2 drones is enough percent. We might have just not timed this key. That's actually so troll. Oh no, they're gonna be so disappointed. Oh god. We actually don't. Okay, we do. They're enough. That would have been so bad. I thought the drones were like 0.3 or something, but the drones are 0.5, so we were good. Or like 0.6 even. Oh my gosh. That would have been so bad, dude. Was that IO for my Shaman? I think it was, right? Yeah. I got 12. Season 2 out now? No, it should be out probably by the end of this month or early March. I'm thinking early March, like the first week of March, but we'll see. I haven't officially posted anything yet, so usually announce it at least 2 weeks prior. So it is more than 2 weeks away. Alright, easy Shaman key. It's in the queue. I still need crest because I need to craft a shield and I need to finish upgrading these shoulders. I think I can actually finish upgrading the shoulders right now, so I'm just going to do that so I don't have to worry about it. And I need to go get this ring upgraded. It's still 642. I'm slacking. Upgrade this cloak as well, just full hero track. Even though I technically will just craft one anyway, so I don't know if this is actually worth it. Yeah, we'll just do it for now. And I think now my gear is max upgraded, except for like the stuff that's hero track, but I just have to wait to get it out of the vault. Now I just craft a shield so that I can wear this mythic weapon with avoidance. And then we don't really need to... Oh, and then craft a cloak. So cloak and offhand. And then we'll be like 636, and then we just have to wait till we get gloves and pants. Mythic check. Marvel Rivals until then, I guess? Yeah. I played a little bit of it. It was okay. JB's been playing a ton of it. He's been streaming it non-stop. That guy's a menace. done 11, all 11s on Resto Shaman, can't do 12s. I mean, you can, it's just, it is a big step. Like, going from 11 to 12s is actually, the difficulty curve is way too high. So, next season that should be fixed though, so, like, it'll be a much smoother difficulty curve going from each keystone level, essentially. I do like the Spider-Man. I think we can queue into anything on our priest, so I guess we just keep trying to get IO on the shaman or something. I'm not sure. Any like 14s in here? There isn't. It sucks. Oh, dead game. Let's do my 12 content. Sorry, I was alt tabbed looking at the spreadsheet. Do a 12. What's the best idle path to walk while sitting in LG? I like to use these little diamonds on the floor and like jump to them. It's like you're in the grocery store and you're like trying to skip over the certain tiles and stuff. It's like that. So I usually go like corner to corner or just straight, and I'll like skip over, you know, certain ones. So I'll go like that. Or you can try to jump on like each of them, like you go like that. Yeah, I guess you're always skipping over one set. Yeah, I do that. Or I just follow the same set like that. You go corner to corner. I think that's pretty much all I do. The idle spot I sit, if I'm not being like an ADHDer, is I will usually sit right up here like this. And I'll just stand up here. So if you're on Tichondrius, I'm usually just AFK right here. All the time. Oh, running on the rails? Yeah, okay, I do that actually when I hearth. If I end up hearthing and I don't walk all the way back over there, I'll do this right here. Like, I'll come over here, and I'll go like this. I'll kind of jump on this spot. This is usually if I'm not actively trying to do something, though. Or if I just hearthed and I'm kind of waiting to see what we're doing next. I guess that's my 2 spots. That's my exact route. Not being ADHD was an option. Mine just has like an on-off switch. Let's that's cool. As a DH, you can like jump up here. Extended route. I wonder if I can with Gust of Wind. Probably not. I don't think so. Oh my. We've elevated the route for the Resto Shaman. Necrotic Wake is I out. Siege is IO. There we go. Gale's applying too. I warned him about you, so don't expect an invite. Change up this to this. Found I reached a point in the season and people only wanted Disc Priests, only 13 keys too. Yeah, I mean, the kind of the problem with the meta is that it has a very bad trickle-down effect in this game where everyone will just copy it. I mean, it is the meta for a reason, but at the same time, like, I think Disc Priest is a good example of this. I think Disc Priest is not actually good for pugging, like, at all, like in pug groups. At least if I was doing, like, higher keys. Once you get up to, like, the title range keys, like 15, 16, 17, stuff like that, that's where it makes sense to play the meta comp because people are going to know how to operate it and stuff. Like, the Disc Priest is going to know who to PI and when to PI them. But if you're running, like, 12s and 13s, like, I guarantee over half of the Disc Priests you're playing with or other, you know, classes that are meta that you're playing with aren't playing their class properly. Like, how many prop paladins do you play with that don't save their Avenger's shields for a kick? Like, they just throw it on cooldown because they want to do damage. Like, how many Disc Priests do you play with that, you know, don't know actually who to PI or when to PI them and stuff like that? Like, I don't know. The meta is not as valuable at lower keys, but there's no way to, like, tell people not to do that, obviously. So, if I'm pugging 12s and 13s, I'm taking, like, a Resto Shaman or a Resto Druid 100% of the time over a Disc Priest just because it's more healing and more utility in terms of, like, the buffs that they provide and stuff. So yeah, I totally agree, but season it's especially bad. Like, to be fair, like in previous seasons, healer balance has been way better in terms of like community perception and stuff, but this season it's been absolutely brutal. So hopefully it gets a little better, but we'll see. Right now the game is just so based around like the tank and the healer, and that's why, if you notice, like, tanks and healers are the most strict comp-wise. Like, you're always playing Prop Paladin Disc Priest in every single key that you see in a pug. But then DPS, you have them all over the place. Like, this guy brought in a Shadow Priest. We're playing a Ret Paladin. We're playing a Survival Hunter. Like, DPS are super flexible in this season because they're not as, like, relied on. Like, it's literally just... the key is, like, made by the tank and the healer. Like, if you have a bad tank or a bad healer, the key just falls apart. If you have bad DPS, it doesn't really affect the key that much. I have some extra deaths and stuff, but if you have a good tank and a good healer, like, the key's going to go fine 100% of the time almost. So it's a little tricky. So hopefully they take away a little bit of the responsibility that tanks and healers have right now in keys. If you look at the seasons where, like, healing is more healthy in Mythic Plus, it's always the seasons where the healer is just a buff. Like, the only reason you're taking a Resto Druid over other healers is because it just gives the best buff out of the 5 healers, or, you know, 6 healers or whatever. But, like, in Dragonflight, for instance, you know, when Resto Druid was good, but there's plenty of other healers that are good. I think Shadowlands was a good example of this, too, where, like, people would bring Holy Paladin, like Venthyr Holy Paladin, because it just did so much damage. But before that was a thing, like when people were playing, I mean, there were people playing Kyrian Holy Paladin, there was Kyrian and Venthyr Resto Shaman. Like, there's tons of different options and stuff, and people didn't really care that much which one they were taking. They just kind of took the one that did the most damage. Overall, it didn't matter nearly as much. Now it's like, you're taking healers based on what they can dispel and stuff, because all these dungeons are absolutely brutal in terms of, like, the amount of utility you need to get through them. Alright, we're going to Siege. Greetings, King Poverty. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, I hope next season is definitely better than, like, in terms of meta health, like, better than this one, but it is fair to say, like, you're never going to escape the meta. Like, there always will be a meta comp that exists or meta healer that exists, and it will get invited more than the other healers. That's just going to happen in a game like this. It's impossible to avoid that. It's not even like a game balancing problem or anything like that. It's just how people play games. They min-max them, and they want to, you know, they want to bring the best thing, and that's also totally fair. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. There's no way to like perfectly balance that, so. Yeah, I mean it's just gonna be a continual thing as people get better and better at video games and stuff. So with how much like external resources we have available to us now in terms of like looking at Raider.io, we have live tracking runs, we have Warcraft logs, we have people streaming, like all the top players are streamers and stuff, like basically turning it into like full-time jobs once they get good enough. Like it makes it so much more accessible to know what the meta is and to like keep active tabs on it and stuff. So it just makes it easier and easier to follow. Which means more and more people are going to follow it since it's more accessible and you don't have to try as hard to like figure it out. I technically don't need Poison Cleansing Totem for this dungeon because we have a Paladin. Maybe I'll ask him if he can dispel. Oh, he wasn't saying no to me, he was saying no to somebody else. That's funny. Yeah, we just keep all this, I think. I think we're good. I don't want Earth Ellie for the last little bit, but yeah, we'll just do that. Before we used to just have my older brother says Paladin owns, yeah. That was definitely a thing.
3, 2, 1.
And heroes, we'll secure the docks while you push further into the district. With any luck, we'll drive this.
Does it like auto switch your talents and stuff? Have like pre-builds. It's pretty cool. Unless you're talking about something that I'm using, which if that's the case, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
AoE.
There, I froze up. I didn't know what button I was going to press for the AoE. Luckily, it's not a 15. So we're all good. A firebomb, but I have a big shield.
AoE. Pull.
The AoE and the pull-in are going to happen at like the exact same time. Luckily, we kill it before the AoE, so we're good.
Pull.
The tricks here for these next few pulls is where there's bombers and raiders, where like you're getting pulled in and the bombers are active. The bombers just randomly target people, so what we want to do is stun them when the pull's about to happen. So like right here, the pull's going to happen in 2 seconds. So I stun the bomber, then we get pulled, and then I have time to heal everybody up before anyone gets targeted by the bomber again. So you want to do, if you have any kind of like single target stun or CC that's long duration, is use it on the bombers as the pull's about to happen. That's the only way you really die on these pulls, is if you get like an overlap with the pull-in plus the bomber hitting you at the same time. Especially the higher the key is. A little bit of a drink in here. Focus the Wave Shaper. Target the Raider. Like right there, the Paladin got targeted by a bomb and the pull-in at the same time. And he, I mean, it's a 14, so he didn't get one shot, but on a 15, like, he definitely died right there. That's just something to be cautious of. And then even here, we're about to have another pull-in, so we can stun now. And now we have time to heal everybody up before the bomb targets anybody. And this one, we don't have any nasty overlaps. It's basically just the Wave Shaper that can cast at the same time as the pull-in. So you just make sure it's kicked. Why did the tank try to LOS that? That's so weird. And the fixates are always going to be on me or the priest. It's on me. So I'm going to walk back this way so that he kind of goes towards the side of the room. And then we'll go out. That way we have more room to run around in the middle. Go to this one right here. I want him to hit the closest one. We'll go to this bomb here. Like we accidentally hit the other bomb with the powder shot. Won't have another bomb to go off of here when we get pulled in. Not me. Gonna run off to the side over here like this. Just loop around. We'll have time to run through the middle at the closest bomb. I think we get pulled in no matter what here, because the cannon barrage isn't even happening for a little while. So we'll just use Spirit Link here. Oh no, little Shadow Priest, you're getting stuck. Okay, nice. Oh, he used the Void Elf ability. That was really good. It was a very, very good use. Basically the same thing here, like kind of the similar thing with the bombers, is if you have these powder shots alive, when the boss is done fixating, he's going to pull everyone in, so you want to stun the powder shots. That way they don't do that molten slug that targets people. If they do that at the same time that you get pulled in, that's where you can die. Like, that's the nasty overlap. The cleavers aren't really dangerous at all, so you just need to stun the powder shots if they're alive when the boss is going to do a pull-in. What's the add-on that tracks CDs of the group to the left of each player? That is Omni CD. Spaces OMNI-CD. And if you go on my community Discord, which should be in the description down below if you're on YouTube, there is like I have like a pre-made profile that you can import and stuff. It's pretty easy to set up as well if you want to just personalize it. Yeah, you got it.
Oh.
Save Spirit Link for the next pull, and then we'll have it back up for boss after that. Have any tips on quickly communicating to your team what needs to happen to win without sounding like a dickhead?
Captain Lockwood, our forces have lost control of the docks.
Is this a league question?
Cannons will soon reduce the opposition to rubble.
Honestly, I feel like it's true in WoW and in other games like League and stuff. Kind of co-op-y team-based games is honestly just use the ping system. Like use the features that are in that are like designed for that specific purpose in game, but try to use it in a way that's actually useful, if that makes sense. Oh no 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 no. I don't think they know that the boss got pulled yet. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. Oh wait, that's sick. The boss reset. She was like only in combat with me. Because I healed the Paladin that died. So this is still recoverable. Nice. Okay, we're good. But yeah, use the like in-game methods of communication. Using like text chat or anything like that, like it's never gonna work. People are just gonna get upset. So what you do is you use stuff like pings and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Use pings. Even in M+, you can ping, you know, specific mobs that you need to do, or you could ping like the on my way or assist stuff if you need something or need to go somewhere or stuff like that. And then same thing in League, you just use pings to like show. You don't even have to ping specific stuff. Like in League, there's a, you know, there's like an assist ping and all that. You could just ping the map just to show people, hey, look here, or, you know, just helps people be a little more aware of what's going on. We're talking about when I'm with my friends that are a tiny bit lost. I think I have some experience with this, being the fact that usually when we play with like friend groups and Discord and stuff on League, I'm usually the person kind of in charge of stuff. Or like behind in a game and need to catch up, I'm usually the person who like needs to start leading the group. So I don't know, my advice there is you just, I mean, you have to be willing, like if you're in Discord with everybody, just be willing to be the person to speak up and say what you guys need to do. It doesn't have to be specific to like an individual player. Like you don't need to say like, hey, you need to stop doing this, or you need to do this instead. It can just be like a, hey, we need to focus on this, you know. We're breaking this down in the League terms. It can be like, hey, we need to focus on this dragon that's up in a minute. Or, hey, dragon's up in, you know, 2 minutes. Let's make sure that we're ready for it. Like stuff like that. Give people some kind of goal to work for. Like an objective that everyone can kind of have in mind. You don't necessarily have to tell them like exactly what to do. It's just being, I guess it's kind of being vague. Giving enough information to where it like gives them something to work off of. I don't know if I'm wording it correctly, but that's what it feels like.
Five, four, three.
All hands! Attack! All cannons! Fire!
So in games like League, it's totally fine to like lose lane and be behind if you know how to play as a team once you are out of that like individual phase where you're like all playing individually. Once you group up and play together, if whichever team is like communicating more effectively or has the better like understanding of, you know, how to play as a team, they're gonna win at like 99% of the time. Come back from so many games where we're so far behind and everyone's morale is completely shot just because I start calling stuff out and like telling us what to do in terms of like where to group up or what to do next. Just makes us way more coordinated than the other group.
5, 4,
A save a sentence for the next poll, I think, since I haven't used it yet. Use it now, it will not be up in time for the next poll.
Sail to uncharted waters.
Heroes, Ashvane's forces are attempting to break through our southern wall. Stop them, and we may have a chance at driving them from
Now you don't get, that's the other thing, you don't get better at like leading or understanding how to kind of be the team leader if you don't try it, so you just have to kind of do it incorrectly for a while. That goes for a lot of stuff. That's how I got at least reasonably okay at leading a guild in WoW. That's how I got good at, you know, leading games in League with a bunch of friends who are like not necessarily that great at the game individually, but as a team we work really well together. It's all just me trying to lead the group when we need one, and then just over time getting better at understanding what we need to do. With WoW leadership in specific, it was literally just me making tons of mistakes and not doing a good job in order to eventually do a good job. With League, it was more just like learning the game and understanding some core concepts that helped me like figure it out. Like for League, it's just, for me, when you're playing as a group, it's literally just outnumber the enemy. Just find opportunities to outnumber the enemy team and you'll win like every single time. You can get 5 champions to group up together and there's 4 champions of theirs, you're gonna win it, like even if they are, you know, stronger than you. 'Cause MOBAs are usually just all about outnumbering and like finding advantages.
AoE.
In a game like WoW, you can't really, you're PvEing, so there's not like there's not a PvP element of like taking advantage of a numbers advantage or anything. It's more knowledge based or experience based.
AoE.
The jungle is all about decision making. It's much less PvP, like at least for the first half of the game. It's all about just making better decisions and being more optimal with your like time than the other jungler. That's the PvP sense, is it's like a decision making game versus the other player who's faster with their time.
AoE. AoE.
Now cheat. Not see anything there. Just like that banana on the ground.
AoE. AoE.
I don't know why I used Healing Tide there. I don't need to, because there's literally no... He just does the AoE and then does no damage for the next like 20 seconds. I should have just used a Healing Stream Totem. Because like Healing Tide I'm going to want for this pull right here, because there's actual like damage happening. Okay, we'll just double drop a Healing Stream Totem. Focus the Tempest so we can kick that whenever he's targeting me. I found if you don't want to waste your kick on that, you can just LOS it. So just every time I'm targeted by something, I just LOS it on this wall. Like right here, we'll just kick other random stuff. For instance. Of course, they're never going to target me now. There we go. Did end up kicking that, but all you have to do is just LOS it, and then they'll finish the cast and then not cast it on you. Or mind soothing this.
Heroes, we need your aid. That sea giant is demolishing everything in its path.
Pull.
For this pull, you usually want to focus the raider, because as soon as the raider dies, you can actually just chain pull the commander into other stuff. Big thing here is whoever has this dot when the pull-in's going to happen, the charged debuff from the commander, that's the person you want to focus heal. Like this one, we're not going to have one, but someone's going to get targeted right after the pull-in. So here we get pulled in, and then someone's going to get targeted. It's the hunter, so I just like spam heal the hunter and just worry about him. He immuned it, so we're all good. We go back to focusing the raider, and then we're going to get a charge into the pull-in at the same time. So we watch who gets targeted by the charge, and then we would just heal them a bunch. So like right here, it's on the hunter, so I would just spam heal the hunter. Now we don't have to deal with the pull-in anymore, so we don't need to worry about it, but that's the idea with those mobs. Gonna focus the commander and kick that. Do we have enough people on the commander? They did it. Oh, I'm fine.
Full fathom fire.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think the goal here is just always make sure I have some kind of heal on myself. And then probably on the hunter as well. So we'll probably take the most amount of damage from the AoE. So then we have the little extra HP increase when I heal us.
3, 2, 1.
Go left. Not very good spawns.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2.
That's a lot of bad stuff. Problem with this is you want to just pick one spot to stand in, which in Pugs is just always safer to stand on the statue or like near it. Because it's not reliable that everyone's going to go in range and stand out there.
3,
If everyone does, then that's the more optimal spot. But if half your players are standing on the statue and half are standing out in range, then it's way worse. Because now you're putting twice the amount of puddles all over the place.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. There, we're going to the other side. You just stay here. There we go. Now it's much better. I just have one little pool to deal with. If we need to stand in this spot, we can just stand in the back now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I did it.
You've done it! Without their giant, Ashvane's forces will be...
Enjoy your hollow victory, fools! Without the Culturan fleet, you have no hope of defeating me. Allow me to demonstrate. Their gate has fallen. Breach the city and slay all who oppose me. Enjoy your hollow victory, fools! Without the Culturan fleet, you have no hope of defeating me. Allow me to demonstrate.
No, priest, stay on the demolisher.
Gate has fallen. Breach the city and slay all who oppose me.
Oh. It's really bad. He stepped out of melee. That's not very good. Just backed up a tiny bit, the tank, and it just smacked the two melee. That's rough. This fight's very easy to heal on Shaman compared to Priest. You actually have single target healing.
I owe you. Now, just give me a second to get this.
Drink a mana pot so I don't have to worry about it. Aw, don't bubble that. Why, man?
Don't let this beast eat me. Don't let this beast eat me.
Hey, this thing hates me.
Help! Help! Get this thing off me! You have my thanks. Now I'll get this cannon prepped for some payback. Ready to fire!
How's the Paladin running all the way back? You okay?
This thing off me!
I don't. Oh, that was the red Paladin. I was so confused at what he was doing. Maybe he thought the cannon didn't go off or something? I actually don't know what happened. Dropped his keys.
Get this thing off me! Get this thing off me!
He did it, just barely.
Don't let this beast eat me! You have my thanks. Now I'll get this cannon prepped for some payback. Ready to fire!
I told you that you're destined for great things. You dare scar my beautiful pet? I tire of this game. I'll reduce Borealis to cinders before I allow you to win.
You've done well, heroes, but Borealis is not out of danger yet. Speak with me when you're ready to put an end to Ashvane's fleet.
Hey, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it very much. Does the Shaman have 2 vault slots now? Because I really need to make sure I can get gloves and legs out of the vault. Where do I get it out of the raid, actually? I'm guessing it's the later bosses. Get yeah. This one is gloves. Okay, so we get gloves off Sikran. That's good. And then we get legs from Kaiveza. Okay, so it's more basically take legs out of Vault, and then I can just get the gloves off of Sikran. That is the plan. And then we save up Crest. We get a offhand and a cloak. And I can finally use this one-hander with the hero talent that everybody uses, which is this one. My understanding is just better. Let's see. But yeah, what the heck? This is way better. Increases the duration of healing stream and Cloudburst, and then just increases all your healing done by 2.4%. I don't know why it's 2.4, but that's okay. Appreciate the advice you given before. Yeah, for sure. I enjoy rambling a lot, so I think streaming is good for that. It lets me get out a lot of the yapping while I play the game. $15 Mist, 16 City. The main thing we're looking for is a 15 Grimbatol is what my priest still needs. That's the last 15 key I need. Other than that, I can just keep trying to get IO and alts and stuff, I guess. My Shaman specifically is looking for 14s now. We have a few more 14s to do, and then we can start digging through a lot of the 15s. Like 14 Necrotic Wake, Grimbatol, City of Threads. Necrotic Wake looks like a mild trap, but I'm not sure. Another 14 Siege. Okay, I'll be right back while the queue refreshes. I'm going to refill my water and stuff, so just give me a minute. Holy shit, we have 17 viewers just on Twitch? What happened? And that Hunter pumped, what a gamer. Shut the hell up. Did put in a good word for you from that Red Paladin, though, and it did pay off. I think we didn't time that without the little bit of extra damage we were doing. Last boss just took longer than it needed to. Alright, I'll be right back. Just give me 1 minute, and then we'll dig through some more keys and either play a different character or just keep doing whatever. I'm pretty neutral, so... Okay, we're back. What? And then an ad break happens? Dude, I should have just done it while I was AFK. I have a key to use? I don't think so. Not really. Where are the IO keys at? I guess it is still pretty early.
Hero, your timing couldn't be better. Mechatork is fading fast.
Ooh, that's what else I need. I need a mythic changeling. That'd be sick. Really need to go upgrade this ring is what I really need to do. That's insane that it's still this low eye level. You asked for any evoker tips. I think for evoker, I actually have a YouTube video that covers like a lot of what I think. Like, evoker is this kind of complicated class on the surface, but when you really like actually take time to play it and learn it, it's really not as complicated as people make it out to be. Like everyone talks about it like it's a I've literally heard people say it's like a fighting game. Like you need to know all these combos and spell combos and stuff, which like at a very, very high level, yes, you want to learn the spell combos and how to use them effectively. But like on a baseline level to just play the class effectively, like even up to the point of like doing 15s pretty much, you could just have like the fundamental understanding, which I have It was like the first Healing Out Loud video I did. One of the early ones I did this expansion as Evoker, which was, I think it's like spell usage or using cooldowns. Or no, I think it's called stasis usage or something like that. How to use stasis. That one goes over like the absolute bread and butter of what you actually need to know about Evoker without making it super overcomplicated for no reason. Fundamentos. Yeah, let me find it real quick. Because if I had to say anything about Evoker, it was all in that video that is like actually useful information. So I don't want to ramble about Evoker right now because I'll just say stuff that is probably like unnecessary in terms of what you actually need to know. Yeah, basically it's a lot easier than people make it out to be. Let's see. How to use stasis. Here we go. Oh, you're not playing Healing Evoker, you're playing Aug? Oh, no. Okay, well then my advice for that is I've never played Aug, but just from an outside perspective, see what you can do, especially when pugging and doing keys and stuff, like if you're doing M+. See what you can do to help out the group as much as possible. Like, take on responsibilities. Like, for instance, they're like very key interrupts or like even like something, for example, is if like a caster mob is outside of the group spam casting and you don't have a kick to kick it in, like run behind it and knock it into the group. Like, try to use all of your utility all of the time. Like, try to always find uses for it. Don't expect your group to like do it for you, basically, because you're playing a role that it really excels at being able to pick up those things and not lose, you know, damage and stuff. Need tips choosing between priest and druid. I'm switching to healing after mostly tanking. Your videos have been really awesome. I'm struggling to not watch health bars while healing. That's okay. That's why a lot of my UI is like put the way it is because I can just look at the health bars and then my peripheral vision can kind of pick up everything else in the game. So it's not a huge deal to like be looking at HP bars. That's why a lot of people, you'll see some UIs where their health bars are down here at the bottom. That's also a pretty popular thing. Besides that though, between priest and druid, I mean, it's really just whatever you think is more like aesthetically pleasing. Priest does have the flexibility of having 2 healing specs instead of 1. So, if you want me to pick for you, then I'll go with Druid. But otherwise, I would definitely recommend just pick whichever one looks cooler to you.
Pull. AoE.
Like both. Good to know I won't be missing out either way. Yeah. Even for like people who want to know what the meta specs are and stuff going into next season and like play whatever is the best, which that's typically what I will do is I'll find out what is the best and I'll usually just stick to it because I like all the healers, so I don't really care what I'm playing. You just pick what you want at the start because the meta is not going to be finalized until, you know, months into the patch anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So you just go with whatever you're comfortable with, and then if you want, then you switch, you know, once it's kind of settled. Because even look at Season 1, it was like Resto Shaman was like God tier for the first part of the season, and then Disc Priest started becoming popular, and then Mistweaver started becoming popular, and then it went back to Disc Priest again, and now it's like mostly Disc Priest. So, but Resto Shaman was like overwhelmingly the most OP, healer going into this tier, and everyone was playing it, and then all of a sudden it switched over to disc. So, and now if you're a Resto Shaman, you feel bad basically because you're not getting into groups like a disc priest is. So yeah, there's no way to like predict it or pick something safe. You play what you want. They're all safe at the start because they're all equally on the same footing, and then you just switch if you want to. Otherwise, you stick with what you got.
AOE.
Did no one tell me Final Fantasy 14 is kind of dead? I don't think it's kind of dead. It's probably just, I don't know. Everyone holds a standard for MMOs to be like as popular as WoW, and that's just never going to be the case. Just gotta find, it's like every other game, right? Like every other MMO or anything like that. Is you just need to find a group to play with and join a guild. That's what I did when I was leveling in Final Fantasy, is I just joined like a guild, and it made it way more fun because people would talk to me and hang out with me and stuff while I was leveling. Favorite healer. It's just a generalized question of just my favorite healer across the game. I'm probably going to say Discipline Priest. But if you ask me specifically, like for M+, or for Raid, or for Delves XD, then my answers would be different. If I just had to pick one healer for every type of content, it'd probably be Disc. Priest. Yeah, you're definitely looking at the wrong spot. That's impossible. I think I went to like a Discord recruitment, like a recruitment Discord thing. Mole person healer? Yeah. Probably just picked a bad server, dude. How long does it take to get 1 DPS to take somebody? It's a 12. Who cares? I think the hardest part about streaming is pronouncing people's names. Medeseli. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it very much. I got it? Which one? Because I said like 3 different versions. Medeseli? I don't remember what I said first. Someone clip it. Yeah, that's fair. awesome. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. I'm hoping to have some YouTube stuff uploaded very soon. I've been just like slacking on it. I've been supposed to be doing like PTR stuff. I still am having fun pushing live keys and doing live stuff before the season ends. So it's difficult to find time to do both. So I've been neglecting the PTR a little bit, but I also don't want to like spam too much content right now, because when the new patch drops, I want to have enough energy in me to like really pump out a lot of content. I want to make like updated, you know, like I think the big things I wanted to do was make like finalized versions of actual like all the class changes that are happening for each healer, and then talking about like, you know, any changes that makes to like guides or anything like that, or just general gameplay updates and stuff. Healing out loud content helps so much. Yeah, thank you. That's my favorite content to make, so I'm glad people like it a lot, because that's my favorite thing to do, is just to jump in content and just talk about the game and find like topics that actually are useful, rather than like, you know, everything just being guide content and not actually covering gameplay.
2, 1.
At least when I watch content, that's what I look for, is more like commentary oriented stuff rather than guides. There's lots and lots of guides out there, but not as much commentary and niche stuff. Which makes sense. The guide content just gets more views easily. Oh, I think he accidentally pulled everything, unless that was intentional. I don't think it was.
AoE.
This is not very good, but we're gonna live. We're gonna press our defensive. We're in a healing tide. We're gonna get out of that. We're gonna get AoE'd. We're gonna drop another one. We're gonna kick that wave shaper in. We're gonna drop a healing stream. We're gonna dodge the frontal. We're gonna press riptides. That guy's not gonna dodge whatever he got hit by. We're gonna heal the tank. We're gonna press another defensive. Gonna earth Ellie. Can't heal those guys in time. Kick the wave shaper. And use my stun. Get pulled. I'm gonna try to heal the balance druid. I riptide myself instead of him. No, come back. Where are you? You're all the way down there. You're flying. We made it. We lived. Thing I think YouTube is missing is class-specific dungeon walkthroughs. Okay, so that's funny you mentioned that. So for one, I kind of do that with like obviously the Healing Out Loud videos, like kind of do that. But the thing I'd like to make sure I do better next season is I started a little spreadsheet that keeps track of like which dungeons I've done Healing Out Loud videos for on which like healers. And I want to make sure I fill it all out. So I want to have at least one Healing Out Loud video for every single dungeon on every single healer, if that makes sense. Obviously, that doesn't have to be like the end of it. I'd still like to make more, because we can break down like specific topics, or, you know, dungeons change over time and we can talk about new stuff that I learn. But I'd like to make sure I do that a lot sooner, is like keep track of it, and it'll give me something to actually go off of, rather than just kind of randomly making Healing Out Loud videos. Because usually before I would just try to be like, okay, I haven't made, you know, a video for this healer in a while, so let's try to play that healer. I would just kind of pick a random dungeon and just go run it. That's why sometimes you'd see like the same dungeon ran multiple times just on different healers. So, yeah, this will help me keep track of it and actually try to get all of them done and kind of have something to look forward to doing. So that's the new plan. You should see not only more Healing Out Loud videos, but also a lot, like all the dungeons covered, and hopefully all the healers and stuff. It just depends how much my IRL allows me to actually make time for, so That's why I'm trying to stream more, so that I can work less IRL. Less I work IRL, the more I can work on doing content creation stuff. So we'll keep seeing how it goes. Like a coaching vid? Yeah, I do upload my like VOD stuff as well. That's actually something that I was doing in Shadowlands when I started doing like coaching stuff. Is if people weren't on Patreon but still wanted like a coaching session, I would like do kind of, I guess, like volunteer ones where people could just opt in to have me do like a YouTube VOD review, I guess is the best way to put it. So if you weren't on Patreon and couldn't get like a one-on-one coaching session or something over Discord, then you just upload your VOD and then I pick one randomly and then I upload it to YouTube. And then everybody wins. I run around this way a little bit, and then we'll go back this way. And then we'll go over here. I'll need my Patreon sesh. Man, you talk to me on Discord like every day. Just don't even. On this powder shot. We're gonna make it, we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it. Don't you dare blow up that bomb. We had that. Not on me, dude. I'm fine. Oh no. Oh no.
My scouts report heavy fighting near the palace.
Please, ensure Lady Proudmoore's safety. I'll remove the rest of this filth from the docks.
Oh.
I wonder if there's anywhere here that we can stand to avoid the pull-in. And I guess we can line of sight it. Can we stand like up here? No, this is line of sight too. Can I line of sight it on this? That'd be cool.
Oh.
Hey, look at that. Wait. I thought he ran to the other side. That was my fault. Scipio, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it very much. Welcome to the stream where we're depleting 12s apparently. I was just trying to farm some crests because there was nothing in queue. And this is a little crazy so far. Oh my god. Yeah, I have an issue with my evoker preservation. I'm 629 eye level and I am plus. I can't get over 5 to 600 HPS. Oh, hold on, people are dying. Can't heal an 8, but on my Shaman I can easily heal a 10 with 618 eye level. And watching your vids like a religion to get help. Yeah, with Pres Evoker, it's probably just honestly, it's usually going to be a case of just not using your like major, or I guess I should say your minor healing cooldowns as much as possible, which is like Spirit Bloom and Dream Breath, stuff like that. The easiest way that I can honestly help, rather than just sit here and give you like general advice that you've probably heard a million times on if you've like watched any of my videos, is if you have like a log or a VOD of it, like if you've recorded it, or if you have a log at least, just send it to me. You can literally link it in here, or just like DM me on Discord, and I will literally look at it either on or off stream. If you prefer for me to look at it off stream, then I can do it when I'm done streaming. But if you want me to look at it like right now, I will after this key. I don't really have anything else going on right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Could be another fun thing for streaming in the future, is doing a log and VOD review like a specific day of the week or something. We could just do a bunch of viewer submitted like log and VOD reviews. I think that could be pretty cool, unless that sounds really boring, then I guess it's probably not that cool.
2, 1.
Just random idea. Spotter back here needs to die, or we're gonna get a bunch of extra stuff on the ground. I've started to record myself to better see what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, the easiest way is upload it on YouTube as like an unlisted video, and then just send me the link on Discord. And then I can take a look whenever you want. If you don't have a VOD at the moment or don't want to upload it and stuff, just send me at least a log, and I can take a look at a log. But VODs are definitely easier to review overall. Like, you'll be able to see more out of it. We could do like a specific day of the week or something in the future. I could start in season 2. Where we just have like a specific day where we just do a bunch of viewer submitted log and VOD reviews. Could have something in the Discord or something that people could submit. We just go through them. Craft Recorder has been a real game changer for me this season. Yeah, that app is insane. It is actually so good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, not now. Don't worry about, or don't have any recording ready. But yes, I'll be making one and uploading it. Okay, sweet. Yeah, just send it to me on Discord, and then I can take a look at it sometime.
3, 2, 1.
There's lead in your gut!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's lead in your gut!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We sail to uncharted waters.
Heroes, Ashvane's forces are attempting to break through our
Gonna get a food buff while we sit here and wait.
and we may have a chance at driving them from Boralis.
Then we'll go catch up.
Good hunting.
Heroes, Ashvane's forces
21 viewers on Twitch right now.
our southern wall.
AoE.
Stop them, and we may have a chance at
We got a lot of bots in here, or
The militia and secure the castle.
we have people in here, so thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I haven't been very consistent with streaming, but I have been trying. It's just IRL stuff. I usually have a big break during winter on my IRL job, do accounting and stuff, and we are not getting much of a break this year, so I've been still like working a lot. Even today, I'm technically supposed to be working right now, but just waiting and doing it a little bit later in the afternoon when I'm done streaming.
AoE. 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 AoE.
belongs to me now. That sea giant is demolishing everything in its path!
Oh.
Paid 18 people to watch from their iPhones. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Five, four, three, two, one. 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 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am totemic.
5,
You've done it! Without their giant, Ashvane's forces will be...
Ha! Enjoy your hollow victory, fools! Without the Kultiran fleet, you have no hope of defeating me. Allow me to demonstrate. Their gate has fallen. Breach the city and slay all who oppose me. Ha! Enjoy your hollow victory, fools! Without the Kultiran fleet, you have no hope of defeating me. Allow me to demonstrate. Their gate has fallen. Breach the city and slay all who oppose me.
Don't let this beast eat me. Don't let this beast eat me.
Farseer any good for him? Plus, there's some people that run it, yeah. I think Totemic is a lot more popular, but... I think they're both totally viable. And then for really, really high keys, like once you get into like the 15, 16 range, it's just better to have more group healing because there's so many like group-wide healing checks, and that's where Totemic like is a lot stronger.
Cannon's good to go. Turn that
Oh, this person's too far behind. Oh no.
Don't let this beast eat me. Get this thing off me. Don't let this beast eat me. Get this thing.
Dedicated talent setups for each dungeon? Not really. I just kind of switch stuff up based on what I want in each dungeon, so it's usually just utility stuff. For like the spec specific tree, like the resto side of the tree, I don't really change very much. Usually just change the class side of the tree, this side over here on the left, just for like, you know, if I need a curse spell or tremor totem or stuff like that.
I owe you money. Just give me a second to get this cannon running. Armed and ready. Blast that tracker back to the depths. good to go. Turn that.
I told you that you were destined for great things. You dare scar my beautiful pet? I tire of this game. I'll reduce Moarsoulz to cinders before I allow you to win.
You've done well, heroes. But Moarsoulz is not out of
We did it.
danger yet. Speak with me when you're ready to put an end to Ashvane's fleet.
Alright, where are the keys at? Have any new WoW hot takes? WoW hot takes. WoW hot takes. Trying to think. Healers and tanks do damage again. Yep. Also just make tanks invulnerable again to dying. Another one. Having tanking just be the easy role that's necessary and needed in the game is better than having tanks be a needed role but also super difficult, so no one wants to actually do it. I'm sorry to break your guys' hearts. We have switched off of the gnome. We have returned to Night Elf. I'm very sorry. It had to be done. Gnome tech is no more. I'm having to rotate cooldowns for every melee swing in a +4. I think having bosses be hard for tanks is totally fine. Like having a boss with a tank buster that you actually need to pay attention to. But having every like auto attack be dangerous, I think that's what's annoying. That's definitely my hot take.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
With its complement of cannons, it can... Wait. Who are those intruders?
Yeah, I forgot we queued up to a 15.
Since the decimation of our armor, with its complement of cannons, it can...
We gotta learn what we can shadow meld because I haven't played Night Elf in so long. Okay, we can't meld that. I thought of that way too late. Did we get hit by a bolt? What the hell hit me?
The Order of Night is trying to steal the flagship.
Assault's approaching! Be careful outside. Those aren't ours. They empowered Belladar's shadow. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe. Jerubians! They've fled the Dawnbreaker. Defeat them to break it free. They've got us surrounded. You'll need to use those mounts of yours to fly to them. Time to rest. Head to the next ship and defeat the crew. Only one more ship and the Dawnbreaker is ours again.
What is that red 40 stuff? What does that mean?
We have learned to embrace the dark. Be not afraid. Let it embrace you. The night guides me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now we step out for the AoE.
5, 4, 3.
And get back in for the beam. He paints up back because he's not pressing anything. Get 2 charges of it anyways. Let me step back out for the collapse. Step back in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You step back out for the collapse.
Five, 4.
She's lost control of her magic. Get out of there.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You stay out for the drop.
Feel night's embrace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The shadows bless you.
Empowered.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
An eternal night! She's lost control of her magic! Get out of there! I feel the dark's embrace.
Find and defeat them, or we will have to face that commander at full strength. They've taken the inn as a foothold, and a lieutenant leads them.
Now we're watching the debuffs after the orb goes off. So the orb goes off. Now we look for the debuff. So it's on the DK. He doesn't AMS it, so he needs help. There we go. He ended up AMSing after, so he had a big enough shield, so I wasn't going to use anything. And then the orb's going to go off, and then we're going to watch who it's on. The debuff. So now the orb goes off. It's on the evoker. He also has the other debuff, so he's in a lot of trouble. Probably penance him and shield him, and he lives. Holy shit, he actually lives out. That's insane. He had double debuffs. Now we just watch myself. Orb goes off, and then we watch who the debuff goes on.
We've weakened the Nerubians' foothold on the town. End their
There we go, easy peasy.
ashes. There's a lieutenant in my house. Kill it.
AoE. AoE. AoE.
Luckily, my daughter and her children are safe. You weakened the commander and cleansed my home. Thank you. try to defile our faith. Instead, you have weakened their commander.
Actually doing pretty well so far. What are we pulling now?
still have power enough to defeat you. Shade, take you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now we save everything for the big overlap, so we're not going to use Mindbender here because we don't have time. Not going to use our Radiance charges either.
5.
What we do to heal this is we Mind Blast once the orb goes out. So we pre-shield everybody with Rapture.
5, 4, 3.
Then we Mind Blast, we Shadow Fiend, and then we double Radiance. And then we Penance, big Penance. And then we Spam Smite. Boom. And there I should have shielded the Shaman because he had no defenses or anything. Or Pain Septum, but either way. It worked out. And now we can just send another Mind Blast because it'll be up back for the Shadow Decay that's coming out. We save our Radiance charges again. And we save our Mindbender.
5,
Now we're just applying Atonement to everybody.
2, 1.
And now we Mindbender,
5,
Mind Blast,
3, 2, 1.
spamming Smites. And then we double Radiance. And then we Penance. So I found that's actually the way better way of dealing with the Shadowy Decay, is you just save your Radiance charges. And you just use like manual atonements to heal the orbs. Like right here I can send another Mind Blast to help heal this orb. When the orb pops, you just Shadow Word Death, and then the Mind Blast will pop here in a second.
1.
And we Radiance. Mind Blast. We Radiance again. We Pet. That time we came into it a little bit too late, but that's okay. It was not a 16, so we are okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4.
You've saved Merildar, champion. We'll drive the remainder of this shadowy lot from the city. Wait. No! They've sent a force back up and retaken the Dawnbreaker!
By the double Radiance, it buffs. Oh, of course we get an ad break. I'm gonna just wait. Talk about it, just in case.
Of the flame! What is that fresh horror?
I am perfection. The Queen. Venom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Acid sting. Not stop me.
Okay, sorry about that. You do the double Radiance on that boss because it buffs your next penance that you cast. And you don't really need to Radiance anywhere else. Like, you don't need to actually Radiance to cover the bombs. Or the orbs.
1.
You just double Radiance to get a super, basically like a super powered penance. And then you just throw it into the Shadowy Decay.
Chase that monster from the Dawnbreaker. You must pursue and drive them from Hallowfall. This darkness is deadly. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you.
To be fair, I was not doing it up until like today. This was the first key where I actually did it, and it makes total sense. There's a commentary I saw of another Disc Priest. He's been doing a lot of like high keys. And I think it was 18 Dawnbreaker, and he was doing commentary over it and talking about how he uses double penance and stuff. I don't remember the name of the guy. I'm subscribed to him and stuff, but he has very little like viewer count and stuff. He just kind of uploads VODs and talks over them.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Been using your Little League setup and it's made me 1,000 times better healer. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to set up the add-on and stuff, because I think that's the biggest thing, is just being willing to actually use add-ons and weak orders outside of just like kind of copy pasting them at default settings and just expecting them to like work some kind of magic.
4, 3,
Personalize them.
1.
Thought it was useful. Something add-ons are cheating. It's just part of the game.
You've done it, champion. You've broken the unholy alliance between the Order of Night and Moarshokz. That creature of theirs has fled back to their queen. No doubt with tales of your fearsome heroism. I'm sure your paths will cross again. But for now, enjoy your victory.
Leech ring. I don't even know what the key turned into. Darn it. I was only saying because I thought we'd do the 16 maybe. On a mist. Sinarkar, we go. Me in. What do we do now? 17 missed. Play a different healer? Do we gear up the Shaman a little bit more? Try to get some 14s on it? Do we get Vault on the Evoker and Monk? I don't really want to do Vault keys right now. That sounds so boring. But that's like all I need is... I already have Vaults on everything except for my Evoker and my Monk. Outside of that, it's literally just trying to get IO, and I don't think we're going to get into any of these keys. And my key tomorrow will turn into a 15 again, so that's what we kind of have to hope for, is just waiting until we get that. Other than that, I can just pug into random stuff, but it doesn't really do anything. Like, I don't need Crest. I don't need anything, man. I don't know what to do. Brewmaster Tank Vault Key. Vault Key sounds so boring right now. Are there any healers in chat that need IO? Help somebody else get IO. I don't even know if I might be the only person in this entire Twitch chat and YouTube chat that's playing the game actively. Vault key with self-imposed affixes. Are you actually recommending this right now? Because I will 100% do it. The people, dude, the people, like half the people in the stream are gonna immediately leave if someone tunes into a stream and the person's playing in first person. I have to put something on the screen to show the affixes. Okay, here we go. Hold on, we're actually doing this. Hold up. This is why you're the mod, dude. You know what's up. I just sit here and stream. Alright, hold on. Let's do this. Let's pull up. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Alright, so we need affixes. I need help making affixes. So what are our affixes gonna be? We got first person. First person. We've got I don't remember other affixes. What are the other ones we even did? Yeah, I gotta look up demon keys. I don't have a list of the old affixes I used to use. I just plug into one probably because I just want to do vault stuff. No add-ons, oh god. Play a full game of ARAM doing... Okay, you're making me not like this idea anymore. Get back 1 sec. Alright, we're back. How do I log into my Shaman? So Shaman Arakara. These are all the keys I don't need. I need the Necrotic Wake, Grimbatol, City of Threads. Where are they at? Oh man. This is a sign that I need to go set up the... finish setting up the PTR. No strafing could be one. That'd be so difficult. I would just have to turn my strafe keys into turn keys because I would press them way too much. Or I already do. 14 into 16. Could technically do that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. We could go back on the priest and do that one. I don't know how a 14 Dawnbreaker is homework for a 16 key though. Seems significantly more challenging than a 14 Dawnbreaker. Alright, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have any luck. Try to apply to a couple more things, but I think what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go work on PTR stuff in terms of setting it up, because I would stream it right now, but I still have to set a lot of stuff up, because I only set one character up. And then I think besides that, I will probably just get some work stuff done, and then I will try to stream again. So we'll apply to a couple things just in case, but otherwise we're just gonna stop streaming for now, and we'll try again one later. Because I don't want to sit here and queue all day. I have other stuff I have to do too. I would do this 14 into 16 thing, but I don't know how reasonable that is. That seems not like a not so great idea. I will just try to get in this 16 Dawnbreaker, but if not, then we're just gonna call it for now. Self-imposed affix thing actually does sound like a fun stream idea though when we're bored. Would do that too right now, but I need to set, that's another thing that I would need to like set up a list outside of stream, and then that way I can just turn it on and we can go. I just have to a backlog of affix ideas. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, no luck for now. We'll try again soon. I still feel like a 3-hour stream where we got some keys done and got to talk and have people hang out and stuff was still decent, so better than nothing. I will do it again here soon. Obviously, when the new season picks up, which is very soon here, hopefully at the end of February or early March, then I will be pretty much trying to stream as much as possible during like the new season and stuff. Also making a lot of content, so hold out a little longer, and I'll keep hanging out when I have opportunities to outside of work. So yeah, I would say that was a solid Yap session for sure. We got a little bit of IO on the Shaman. We got another 15 done on the Shaman, which is pretty big. Key while listening to your most cringe background playlist. I don't actually know what that would be. Probably just, I mean, I guess it would have to be other people's opinions, right? Because I'm not super picky about, I mean, it's my playlist and it's my music, but it would have to be like K-pop or some weird, like maybe my anime. I think I have a playlist of like anime openings and endings that I like or something. That would probably be it. Or I think, yeah, straw poll would be a good idea. The other thing I could think of is like back when kind of gaming with music started becoming more popular and EDM was a thing, I would be one of the people who'd like play RuneScape, and I would turn on like the YouTube videos of like the hour-long or 2-hour-long like EDM trap whatever playlist like people would make with just like tons of just catchwords in the title. And it was just the most like dubstep heavy drop EDM stuff you could possibly think of. It's the ultimate wub playlist. That would probably be it. Because I could not stand listening to that stuff now. It would probably tilt me so much. Alright, that's gonna be it for the stream for now. Thank you guys for the ideas, but we'll hang out again soon. When new season comes out, I'll be a lot more active. I absolutely promise for sure. Keep people in the loop with like the Discord and stuff. Yep, thanks for hanging out.